how's the team looking to you over the first 2 weeks of the preseason training?
Yeah, really good. I mean, we're very excited about kind of what we've got building from really all angles. I mean, culturally, we've been focusing a lot on that. We went on a preseason culture camp, and it was a lot of fun, but we also, I think, accomplished a lot in regards to our culture and building connections and just establishing who we want to be. So really excited about that piece. And I think that's really the foundation to utilizing what we've got, which is more depth than ever. So we have a lot of quality returning, and we've also added some weapons with this year's class. And we've got depth in every position, and which is a luxury I haven't always had. And I really expect us, no matter who's on the pitch or how much subbing we do, to be able to maintain or even raise the level, throughout matches and throughout the season, really. So far things have come together great. I think, we've had a really kind of interesting mix of preseason scrimmages. We saw a lot of different types of opponents, from Division I to club to junior college. And each game we've grown and we've built collectively, and it really showed in our last outing on Saturday against the JUCO number 2 team in the nation. We beat them 4-1, and I mean, just really put together a lot of the things we've been focusing on. So I think we're more refined at this point in the season than we have been in the past. And yeah, outlook is great, and we fully expect to be, we're aiming to be in the top 25 in the nation and to qualify for national tournament. And we think that we've got the depth, the quality, and the character and culture to do it.
Awesome. And then you kind of already touched about the roster, but let's continue on that front. The team has 20 returning players from a season ago, including seniors Drew Morby and Shelby Ransom, who are kind of stellar at that midfield and possessing the ball.
Absolutely.
How has the team come together over the first 2 weeks? And I know you kind of touched on the preseason, but from a coach's perspective, what are your takes from those first 3 matches?
Yeah. I mean, you touch on Drew and Shelby, and they're stellar players. They've been really kind of the cog in the wheel of the midfield, and absolutely help us to be able to just play the way that we want to. They also bring a lot of leadership, and I think that's what's great about our returning class, is that we've got a lot of leaders, and we have got a lot of lessons that we've learned in their career under our belt that is serving us now. And so I mean, like I said, we're really excited with the quality at which we're playing, and across the board, from our starters to those coming on. We are throwing a little bit something different at them as in regards to our system and shape, and so there's some learning that needs to be done, but I think collectively we have a growth mindset, and we're learning quickly, and we're picking up a lot of different things, and really showing our ability to unlock the puzzle that each game kind of provides. And I think that comes from the cohesiveness, but also the experience and the just soccer IQ that our team has got this year. So I think we've got all the pieces.
Great. And then on the defensive side of things, I know you lost a couple defenders from last year's team and transfer, graduation, whatever. Who can Pack Nation kind of keep their eye out for on the defensive side of things when they come out?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're really confident in our back line, and again, another spot that we've got quality of depth. But it was a point of emphasis in our recruiting, just to make sure that we kind of did bring in some power players that would be able to replace what we graduated, and I think we accomplished that. So somebody to watch out for in our back line, as far as like a new player that we're adding, is Ariadna Membrives Laura, who's from Spain. She transferred in from an excellent junior college, and really seems like a returner in the way that she plays, in the way that she's meshed with the team, and we think that the defensive players that we've got have a great relationship. They've developed a lot of trust with Nikki as well in the goalkeeper position, and our back line should be very stout and difficult to beat, as well as I think our whole defensive approach this year is going to cause some problems for teams.
And then you kind of touched on Nikki. Let's move on to the goalkeeper position. You have returning Nicole Jennis and Bree Encinas, who both saw a lot of minutes last season at the goal, along with Jackie Dominguez, and we brought in Taylor McHugh to round out your goalkeeper group. At being a former goalkeeper yourself, how have they showcased their abilities over the first couple weeks of the season? Yeah,
our goalkeeper position is not an exception to the depth that we have. I mean, I think we've got 4 stellar goalkeepers, and we said even last year before we added Taylor that we had 3 of the top goalkeepers in our conference, and and I firmly believe that. And so that competition is awesome in there because it's pushed them to get better, for the last few years that we've had the quality. You mentioned Bria and Nikki, and those two have just been kind of battling it out the last few years, but I've seen them both grow from it. And so, and Nikki's kind of been our starter, and she's in great form. She's got, determination. She knows what she wants to accomplish in her senior year. And so we're really excited about the fire and determination that she's bringing right now, and the form that she's in is really promising and exciting.
For the first time in the last few years, you were able to go out and recruit several international players to add to this year's roster. How have they combined to come on this first few weeks of the season, to mesh with the rest of the team?
Yeah, they have come in and made an immediate impact in a lot of ways. I mean, we've got excellent international scholarships here at CSU Pueblo, so being able to leverage those has been kind of a focus, and we've been able to add 4 international players to our 3 returning. So we've got a total of, count the U.S., 8 countries represented on the roster, and what that adds culturally has been huge. They add a lot of personality and a lot of energy that I think has been a huge benefit. And so we've added basically depth from internationals in every position, and we expect them to, be showed quite a bit this season, and we're really excited kind of about how they contribute to the culture, and they've really come in, and the girls have taken to them well, and they kind of help them adjust, and they're doing great. So yeah, really excited about that.
Great. And then the RMAC preseason poll was released. Has the Thunder Wolves selected 8th in this year's poll?
Yep.
What was your message to the team after that came out? Obviously not where the team wants to be and whatnot, but what was your message to the team?
Yeah, I think we know that after last year we're going to be underestimated a little bit, but I'm okay in the underdog role because the message to the team was just simply like, in life, there's always going to be people that are going to doubt you and that are going to underestimate you, and you get to choose if you let that define you or if you let that motivate you. And I think that's really where we are, is that we know that we're better than that. We fully expect to be on the opposite end of the table. We want to finish top 3, top 2, and I think we've got what we need to do that, and I think the girls can feel that as well. And so while we need to use it as motivation, we can't pay too much attention to it because it's something that's handed out before any match is played and any ball is rolled out. And so it's just very much based on the past, and I think it's understandable. But we're absolutely using it for fuel.
The Thunder Wolves began the regular season with 7 matches at Gonzalez Stadium, and overall the team will play 11 of their 17 matches at home.
Yeah.
How will having such a home-heavy schedule benefit the girls? For example, allowing them to sleep in their own beds, focus on recovery a lot better, and just not be on the road in buses or vans traveling.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. It's just being able to build and maintain a routine. I think the key is going to be putting on stellar performances at home, and putting together the best matches that we can in front of our home crowd, and really taking pride in owning our house. And so, I think the schedule is set up for success for us, and we just have to take advantage of it. And obviously being able to play 11 of our 17 regular season matches at home in front of our Pack Nation, it's really exciting, and we can't wait to kind of get going.
And then just lastly, kind of continue with what is your message to Pack Nation for them to want to have them come out to Gonzalez Stadium to watch the team this year?
Yeah, we're going to be playing with a lot of energy. We're going to be putting teams under a lot of pressure. We've got a lot of talent, and we've added a little bit of flair with our international recruits. So I think we're going to be fun to watch, and we really want to put out a great product for our fans. Pack Nation is second to none, especially at the Division II level, and we really are excited to be able to pack ALG and pack it with energy and put together some good performances for Pack Nation.
Awesome. Thank you, Sierra Cardenas, and good luck starting this Thursday.
Absolutely. Thank you. Go Pack.